You gotta move your body around just a little bit. Get four more right here. 4, 3, let's step it forward and back. Step it forward and back. Make these steps as big as you can. Slowly increasing the range of motion, pressing the weight down into the heel. It's 2 more. Good, go back to the toe tap right here. Push. Add in the arms now. Arms parallel to the floor to work and warm up that pushing motion. Chest, shoulders, and triceps. 4 more. 4, 3, let's step it forward, up and down, reach and pull. Now moving into the shoulder girdle, working up through the lats to the back of the shoulders. 4, 3. Good. And again from the top, give me your toe tap, chest press. Out. Arms pushing parallel to the floor. 4, 3. Step it forward, reach it up, reach and pull. Nice deep breath. Connect the ribs to the hips. Now squat, pull, 3. 1, 2. Bring it in. Other side. Sit back into those heels. And we know these arms nice easy crisscross. And open up, dynamic stretch. Good. 2 more just like this. And back in other side. Good. 1 more set. Right and left. Left side. Now when we do the right, we're going to do the left. Knees, toe tap. Left foot. And push. Push. Good. 4 more. Step it forward and back. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. 2 more. Good. Squat and pull. 1, 2. Now I'm going to make a little bit of a change in this because we're going to be doing this in our workout. I want you to cross back 3. Come back to the middle other side. Good. Arms can be the same. 1, 2, 3. Open up other side. Awesome. 1 more time. Left and right. Putting this together. Last time, left side. Get ready. Right foot. Toe tap and press. Push. Push. Lower that center of gravity. Keep the chest lifted. Good. Now step it forward and back. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. 2 more. Squat, pull, 3. Open up, left side. Getting back into the heels. Bringing those knees to go to an angle of 90 degrees if we can. 1 more time. Get ready, left foot. Toe tap right here and push. Push. Exhaling as we're extending those arms. Step forward, reach and pull. Reach it up. Let's drop 2 more, 2 more. 13, nice, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bring it in other side. There you go. Do it again, left, right. And right side. Now give me a slow deadlift. 2 counts. Hinge and lift. Upright row. Slide. Do it again. Deadlift. Hinge. Hinge. Deadlift. Good. Can we single this out? 1 of each. Hinge and deadlift. Again. Forward. Upright row. 2 more. Good. 1 more time. Putting this all together from the top. Get hopefully you're feeling warm. I want you to grab your dumbbells and your barbell so that they're close by to you. So again, I'm going to be working in 1-minute intervals. In between, I'm going to give you 30 seconds rest. And again, that ratio then would be a 1-to-2 ratio. We're resting only half the time of our work. So if you find yourself getting fatigued, please feel free to modify the load or not have any load at all. All right, let me get my stopwatch on. So the 3 movements in this particular set, you're going to be doing just normal squats, down and up. Then the second movement pattern, 3 pulses and up, then a side to side. So again, you're going to have a minute with this. I'll be able to cue you through all of the movements. My phone just died. That's not a good thing. I have no clock. I've got no music. It was operating fine a second ago. All right, so I guess I'm doing this by how it feels. So first movement pattern, squats. Grab hold of your bar, bring the bar up. So again, in your squat pattern, we've got 1 minute of work. Your feet are hip width apart, your chest is lifted, your shoulders are down and back. So when we're squatting, make sure you're feeling the weight in the outside edges of your foot and your heel. Let's begin now. So just squats down and up. I would sing for you, but that would really make the workout much harder than it needs to be. So breathing, inhale, down, exhale, up. So as we're squatting, our goal over time, for some of you who have been with me all summer long, is to make sure that we're lifting significant load that challenges us. Now, if we're quite happy with the weight that we have, then we don't have to worry about increasing the weight. You can just continue with the same load. Your body will adapt to what you have in about 12 weeks' time. And unless you change the load, the volume, then your muscles will stay pretty much at a plateau beyond that 12 weeks. So inhale down, exhale out, working for a minute. So this is our normal time attention to fatigue. So again, where your muscles are going to get the gains of tightening, toning, and depending on your load, hypertrophy, which would be developing some of that muscle size. Rest, take that bar down. You've got 30 seconds. The next movement pattern, again, whether you have the bar or dumbbells, 3 little pulses, come up, and then you're going to squat side to side. So again, increasing the complexity of the movement pattern so that we're challenged a little bit more. Bending those knees, grab your load. So again, we have a minute. Position those feet hip width apart, lifting the chest, dropping shoulders down and back, and let's begin. So 3 little pulses, come up, and then we squat side to side. So this squat is taking our legs out slightly wider. Reposition, 3 little pulses, come up, squat to the right, squat to the left. So you want to make sure the weight is evenly displaced between both feet when you go into your lateral squat. To the side, step in, to the side. So trying to start those feet in the same place each set. Take it out wide, push in, and again, keep going halfway. Sit back in those heels, squeeze and lift, take it out to the side, shifting that weight evenly, right and left, left and right, 3 pulses, and up, take it out to the side, and the other side, keep going. 20 seconds remain. Back in the heels, squeeze up, take it to the side, and to the side. 2 more sets, 3 pulses, bring it up, side. We have 1 more of these left. Let's go. 3 little pulses, take it to the side, and to the side. Nice job. Unload and rest. Last movement pattern will be squat jumps. So you have your choice. Level 1 will just be a squat down and up. Level 2, it'll be a squat up onto the toes. And level 3, it'll be a little bit of a jump. So you have a minute of that movement pattern. So feet hip width apart, chest lifted, shoulders down and back. Ready, set, and begin. So down and up. Now, as we go throughout this minute, you can always go back to the first variation. What I would suggest is going as long as you can with the jump squats. And then when you feel that fatigue start to hit, maybe you're only beginning to do this, I want you to replace that with the heel raise. And when you feel fatigue coming in there, just go back to the squat. So you've got lots of options to allow you to keep moving for the entire 60 seconds. Nice job. Sit back in those heels, drive up through the balls of the feet. Come on, we got this. Stay with me. Make sure we're breathing with each movement, not holding our breath. Awesome job, team. How about 20 seconds right here? Push it out, push it out. Woo! 5, 4, 3, one more, and break. Nice job. Shake it out. Grab a drink. Interval 1 complete. Interval 2. Moving into our deadlifts and upright rows. So we're going to be working upper back, middle back, hamstrings and glutes. So your first movement pattern is just your deadlift. Shoulders down and back. Feet over the apart. Hinging forward. Chest parallel to the floor. And then back up. Control the descent. Second movement pattern. Much as we did in our warm-up. Hinge. Upright row. Our third movement. Hinge. And we will do 3 upright rows. So this interval is all about the back side. So let's get ready to work. Bend those knees. Grab your load. Draw the shoulders down and back. So remember that imaginary tennis ball. You got to keep it in between the shoulder blades. Feet over the apart. Ready and begin. Hinge and lift. Inhale and exhale. Breathing deeply into that core, but engaging those deep, deep muscles. Squeezing the glutes. Pulling the belly button back to the spine. Watching that we're not shrugging the shoulders at any point. Inhale and exhale. Nice work. So depending on your load, my load is not very heavy. So my pace is rather brisk. If I was lifting a heavier weight, and this is such a strong movement, deadlifts, I would be moving much more slowly. So as I said, if you are limited by the load you have at home, then focus on controlling the pace, going a little bit slower, and if anything, the concentric, the shortening phase, you can come up a little bit quicker. Exhale, good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and break. Nice job, grab a drink, 30 seconds to rest. You can hear someone's clock, but I can't really hear it very well. I'm just going by my internal clock. So the next movement pattern, deadlift, upright row. Make sure elbows higher than the wrists. You can soften those knees. Come up to your start position. Draw the shoulders down and back. Squeezing constantly to the butt and gut. Let's begin. Hinge, upright row. Again, controlling the lowering phase of both of these movements. Don't let gravity do the work for you. We can get 30% greater strength gains if we control this lowering phase. Take your time. Resistance training is all about quality, right? Not necessarily about quantity. Breathing, exhaling as we exert. So with that push, with that pull, with that lift, blowing out the air. Nice work. Knees are always slightly bent. Tennis ball in between those shoulder blades at all times. Nice work, team. Stay with me. Got a minute to challenge those muscles. Inhale, exhale with each set. As you fatigue and range of motion becomes compromised, that's when you want to take a break or reduce the load. All right, we've got 30 seconds. Our last movement pattern. 1 deadlift and 3 upright rows. So again, don't rush these. Control that lowering phase. Okay, grabbing your bars. Bend those knees at all times. Come on up to your start position. Drop the shoulders down and back. Feet hip apart. Tennis ball in between the shoulder blades. Let's begin. Hinge forward. 3 rows. 1, 2, and 3. And again. So with the giant step protocol, you can mix this up whatever way you like. Sometimes I'll mix it up so I'm hitting different muscle groups in the 3 sets. With this particular organization today, I'm trying to hit the same muscle groups in slightly different movement patterns. Exhale, 30 more seconds. Nice job. Again, as we fatigue, check out your technique. Make sure you're not starting to compromise your movement pattern. Inhale and exhale. Come on. Blowing out that air, staying nice and tight and strong through your core. Let's try 2 more. Hinge and row. Good work, good work. Let's try 1 more right here. Hinge, 3 rows. Slide it up, lower it down. Nice work. 1 more. And let's rest. Good job. Shake it out. Remember, stretching in between your sets. There's a little bit of myth in between. If I stretch in between, I'm going to lose all that muscle gain. I'm going to lose that tightness, firmness. No. You're going to help lengthen out the fascia around the muscle, help to lengthen out the tendons and ligaments around the joint, keeping yourself healthy. All right, next movement pattern. Going back to our legs. We're going to be doing a reverse lunge. The bar and or dumbbells, your choice. So the first movement, the bar will be on the shoulders, the knee is soft, and you're just going to be stepping back, alternating the 2 movement patterns. From here, the second movement will be 3 lunges, and then a curtsy. 3, 2, 1, and a curtsy. So hitting that glute, firing it up. So, and then the last movement will be power lunges. Saving the best for last. So, weights up, feet over the part, shoulders down and back. Get ready, set, and work. Alternating reverse lunge. So with this movement, we know by now that we're watching what's happening with our front knee. It should be staying over top of the ankle and not going past the shoelaces or the toes. If that's happening, couple things. Slow down the movement to make sure you have a wide enough stride. When you become more comfortable, then you can pick up that tempo. Keep your chest lifted at all times. Don't look down. Keep the head up. So very much more of what I would call an elevator move than an escalator move. Lifting straight up through the crown of the head. Inhale, exhale. And it's the front leg that's doing most of this work. Lunge and lift. Nice job. 30 seconds. Reach back. So really fire up the glutes, the thighs. Good. 1 more each side. Last one. And rest. So it comes up, take it down. You got 30 seconds. Next movement pattern. Again, you're going to alternate sides. Lunge back. Curtsy lunge. Other side. 1, 2, 3. Lunge back and up. Actually, we lunge back, then we curtsy. All right, grabbing the bars. Load up. So again, I'll review with you what it looks like. Lunge back, 3. Then a curtsy lunge. Then the other side. Lunge back, 3. Then a curtsy lunge. Ready, set, and begin. 3, 2, 1, curtsy lunge. Other side, lunge back. 3, 2, 1, curtsy lunge. Good. Taking your time with this, checking your form, really firing through the front leg, through the glutes, quads, hamstrings. Keep the chest up again. Don't let that knee go past the shoelaces. 2, 3, curtsy lunge, and switch. Lunge, 3, curtsy lunge, and lift. Good job. So by mixing up the movements, mixing up the tempo, again, we're switching up the load to the muscle fibers. They'll adapt differently if we just did straight lunges alone. Keep breathing, keep working. Nice job. Switch it up. And rest. Bars up. Take it down and breathe. Last movement pattern will be power lunges. So you have an option here, again, 2 pulses, step in. We've done this before. 2 pulses and a little bit more of a hop. Level 3, I want a big jump up towards the ceiling. Ready, set, 60 seconds. Let's go. Down, up, 2 little pulses and lift. Inhale, exhale. Now again, elevator exercise. We're lifting straight up. You got to slide that back leg out. You got to bend your front knee if you want these muscles to work. If your legs are staying straight, you're not going to get very much benefit from this. Take it down and up. Down and up. Again, if you're tired, what are your options? 2 pulses, step in. 2 pulses, step in. 2 pulses, little hop. 2 pulses, little hop. Level 3, big hop. How we doing? How we doing? Come on, team. Keep working. Down, down, and up. Slide out those legs. Make the scissor bend. Come on. Woo. Almost there, almost there. Don't give up. Not yet. Woo. Hand rest. Awesome. Thank you so much, whoever's got the replacement timer. Grab some water. Come on back. We're going to start moving our way into the upper body. So we're going to move to shoulder press. We're going to start with just a shoulder press. We're going to move to a squat press. And then we're going to finish off with an alternating bow and arrow arm. So moving from compound to more of an isolation. So 3 different exercises. So with your shoulder press, whether it's a dumbbell or barbell, you're going to have it starting about chin level, elbows at roughly 90 degrees, lift and lower. Ready? So are we ready to start? Again, shoulders down and back. Keep squeezing that imaginary tennis ball. Feet hip apart. Bring our bar up. Ready? And begin. Extend and lower. Now, normally, if we are trying to move at the recommended pace, it would be 2 counts up and 4 counts down. So depending on your gains, moving slower is always the best place to start. If we were looking to work more sport specific or really looking to develop speed and power in a particular muscle group, then you would want to play around with your rate, your pace of movement. But for our concerns today, it is about hitting the muscles safely, creating some strength, some tone. So we want to stay in a proper movement pattern with a proper range of motion and pace. Breathing, we're exhaling up, inhaling down, driving up through the triceps, the shoulders, upper part of the chest. Almost there. Knees stay soft, ribs and hips connected. Bar comes down and rest for 30. So the next movement pattern is your squat and press. So with this one, we're going to drop into our squat, and as we extend up through the legs, we're going to extend up through the arms. So we're allowing the momentum of the legs to help continue us through the movement pattern. So typically this movement would be a stronger movement than just the shoulder press. So you could always go up in weight. Today I'm going to say the same. You could always go down in weight if you're getting tired. So bend those knees, grab your load, position your start, and again, 60 seconds, squat and press. So lower and extend. Now, we're not training for power, so I want you to keep this movement controlled. I don't want you to go too fast. I want you to work on range of motion. If you can, coming down to that 90 degrees. Inhaling and exhaling as you extend. Nice work. Now, if you get tired, bring the load here. Maybe rest your shoulders, and when you're ready to go again, add them back in. Our goal is to keep moving with this. So not only getting a strength benefit, but also a little bit of that peripheral heart action, keeping the heart rate up. Inhale down, exhale left. Let's go, let's go. We got this. Front the shoulders, triceps, core, woo! And of course, can't forget the legs. Keep with me, team. Finish it off. Awesome. Set her down. 30 seconds. So moving into our bow and arrow. So in this movement pattern, one arm is raising forward to hit the anterior delt. The other arm is pulling back. Little bicep, a little bit of posterior, shoulder, and back. So grabbing the appropriate weight. What we want to watch with this movement pattern is there becomes no swinging of the rest of your body. Just the shoulder joint working. Ready? Set. Let's begin. Lift and lower. So that lowering phase is set important. Lift it up, lower it down. Pulling the elbow of the bending arm just slightly back, keeping the front arm slightly bent. Exhale, inhale. Nice work. Stay with me. Keep breathing. Keep working. Awesome. If you fatigue, what are your options? Just take a break, roll it out, start up when you're ready. Your muscles aren't counting how many reps they're doing. All they're paying attention to is how long you're working. And if you're working in that time of attention to fatigue with whatever load, with whatever number of repetitions, it's satisfied. It's achieving that overload. And everything always aligned to your goals. So if I really wanted to develop shoulder mass, I would lift much heavier. All right, load down, grab a drink, and let's take a bit of a break. Interval 5, we're going to work our way into the biceps. So what I would challenge you to do for this first set is if you have a barbell, start with a barbell, and let's layer on some load. So place whatever is a challenging load for you. We're going to go for the minute. Then the next movement pattern, we're going to move into a curl and press. So with the curl and press, you can take some of the load off because what we'll be doing is a reverse curl with the shoulder press. So again, 2 movements in one. And then the last movement, we're just going to finish off with an arm pump, a moderate to light load. So grabbing hold of your bar. We're using a supinated grip. Bend those knees, bring the bar up, draw the shoulders down and back. Place that imaginary tennis ball in between the shoulder blades. Feet hip width apart, knees soft, squeezing into the butt and the gut. Let's begin. Bicep curls. Lift and lower. So again here, proper movement pace would be 2 counts up and then 4 down. So in a normal minute, what that means is you should maybe do about 12 repetitions, right? Oftentimes people will just number shoot. You need to do, then they bang off 15 reps and about 30 seconds. But for your muscles to adapt, for tightening and toning, that 60 seconds is so important. Now when we interval train, we switch that up quite a bit. Today's focus is tightening, toning, challenging the muscles down at that strength end of the continuum. Good, exhale up and inhale down. Relaxing your grip, try not to squeeze too hard on the bar or the dumbbells. Keeping that chest lifted, shoulders down and back. Nice work, nice work. We're almost there. Squeezing up and lower down. Good work. Lower that weight, grab a drink. So your next movement pattern. Again, you can use a bar or dumbbell, but what will be different will be your grip. I want you to take what we call a supinated grip or pronated grip, palms back. So elbows are tight to the torso. You're going to curl up in a reverse curl, shoulder press. Lower down, elbows tight to your body, and then reverse curl. So you're going to feel this a lot more in your forearms. Ready, set, and begin. Curl, press. And again, controlling the lowering phase. Curl up, press up, lower down, lower down. Again, curl, press, lower, elbows tight to the body, and release. Chest lifted. Don't hinge at those hips. Inhale, exhale with each movement pattern. Nice job, team. Extend, slowly down, and release. So those stabilizing muscles are always working. So you need to pay attention to what's happening through the core, through the hips, through the thighs. And release. Inhale up, Exhale. Nice job, nice job. Keep it up. Stay strong. Recognize again, those biceps are tired from the first movement. Rest if you need to. Woo. Almost there, almost there. Keep those arms tight to the side of your body. Awesome job. Bend those knees, lower the resistance. So last movement pattern. Again, you're going to grab dumbbells for this. Arms are the side of the body, and you're just going to be alternating a strong pump. So what we have to watch here is that you're sitting up tall, chest lifted, nothing else is moving but the elbow joint. So up on that high chair, shoulders down and back, squeeze into the butt and the gut. Ready, and begin. So pump it up. So with this one, lighter load. We're down at the far end of the continuum, really working on speed, working on those fast twitch fibers. Let's go, let's go. And every muscle group has a nice mixture of fast twitch and slow twitch. Push, push. If you fatigue, come here, do a couple, and rest. You can always slow things down. Drop that pace. If you're starting to fatigue, as I said, what are your muscles recognizing? They're just recognizing that time, attention to fatigue. We got 60 seconds where we want to make these muscles work. Whatever way you can do it properly. We don't want to start cheating. Nope. We're going to stay in good form. Focus on squeezing those biceps. Breathing with each one. Right to the end. Come on, let's go. Stay with me. This one, someone got the timer on. Anyone going? Oh, we're going to be up, dude. Let's go, let's go. Finish it off. Woo. Awesome job. All right, bring it down. Shake it out again to stretch up the biceps and the forearm. Just gently pull down, opening up that elbow joint, stretching through the biceps. Shake it out. So we're going to move into your triceps now. We're going to go down to the floor, and we're going to be doing a set of push-ups, and then we're going to be moving into an overhead movement of the dumbbell. So for your push-ups, you have whatever variation that you like. But what I want us to focus on today with our push-up is what we call a close grip push-up. And your close grip push-up is going to let you work your triceps a little bit more. So normally our hands can be out here when we're doing a push-up. What I'd like you to do is slide them in under the shoulders so that when we bend the elbows, they slide back along us. So if we were using a barbell, this would be what we call close grip chest press. So that's going to use the triceps a little bit more. So getting into position, again, we have a minute. I'm going to stay on my knees because I know I'm not going to last a minute in a full plank, but you can start at a full plank and then slowly bring yourself into a half plank if you need to. If all else fails, I want you to come into a plank and just hold, but keep your elbows slightly bent. Let the muscles do the work and not the joint. Ready, set, and begin. We've got a minute. Lower and lift. So we're squeezing into the abdominals. We're squeezing into the glutes. Our gaze is to the floor. Make sure we're not shrugging the shoulders. Draw the shoulders down and away from your ears. Nice work. Inhale and exhale. Working at your own pace. Again, same principles. Lower for 4. Press up for 2. Breathing with each repetition. Inhale down. Exhale as you exert. And again, if you need to rest, you can come here. If you're feeling any stress in the lower back, come back into child's pose. Your choice here. Lower and lift. Elbows sliding alongside of your torso, not out to the side. So we really can focus on those 3 heads of the triceps. Inhale and exhale. Almost there, almost there. Lower and lift. Stay with the team. Come on. We got this. And breathe. Couple more. One more. And up. Good job. Sit it back. Stretch it out. And come on out. Now from here, you're going to grab yourself 1 dumbbell. Or 2, I guess, depending on your load. We're going to do an overhead tricep extension. So with this movement pattern, the dumbbell starts overhead. Again, the forearms are tight to the side of the head. You're going to lower and extend. Now you can sit on your heels like this, just so we don't have to get up and down again. If you want to work a little bit harder with your core, come up onto the knees. So you really have to compress through your core so that you're not wobbling around. So your choice. Dumbbell up, connect the ribs and the hips, and let's begin. Lower and lift. If you find a close grip is not comfortable, you can take it out to the ends of the dumbbell if that feels better for you. So what's important here is we're letting that dumbbell come back behind us, so we're getting that pre-stretch on the tricep muscles. Inhale and exhale. Lower and lift. Keep it controlled, squeezing into the abdominals, into the glutes, throughout the full range of motion. Keeping the ribs and the hips connected. That's it, that's it. We got a minute here, team. It's tough, I know. Finish it off. And exhale as you extend. And watch that you're not locking and popping the joint at the top. Keep the tension in the muscles. Lower and squeeze. Come on, you're almost there. Again, squeezing hard into the glutes, into the abdominals so the ribs not popping forward. And rest. Nice job. Bring it down. Last movement pattern. I want you to swing around onto your seat. So normally we would do dips on a bench or something that you're a little bit more elevated so that you have a slightly larger range of motion. If you are able, you could use your dumbbells to bring them behind you so that you get a little bit more height off the floor and your wrists are neutral. But otherwise, from this position, we're going to be dropping down and pushing up. Lower and lift. So a tricep dip. Last exercise, and we move to our core. Ready? Set. And let's begin. So drop and extend. So trying again to focus on bending the elbows and using the extension of the elbow joint to lift us up. Not the legs. Try not to push with those legs. Let the arms do the work. Inhale and exhale. Keeping good alignment, again, through the shoulders, elbows, and wrist. Inhale and exhale. So normally if we did this off of the bench, off of the chair, you have a slightly better range of motion. But not all of us have those pieces of equipment at home. So you can always modify. Inhale and exhale. Finishing off strong with the upper body right here. Let's go, let's go. Nice job, team. Keep breathing, keep working. Hitting those triceps, getting those pushing muscles, back of the arms, front of the shoulders, into the chest. Woo. Almost there, almost there. I know they're tired. Let's go. 5, 4, 3. Give me one more strong one. Awesome. Bring it down and shake it out. Nice work. So now that we're on the floor, we're going to finish off on the floor with a giant set for your core. Grab a drink, grab a towel if you need one. So the first movement pattern, again, we're going to start on the ground, 3 little pulses, and down. 1, 2, 3, and down. So that is our first exercise. So we have a minute of that movement pattern. So what I want you to visualize is you've got predominantly the rectus abdominis working on that pulsing, and then you've got the deep transverse abdominis that's pushing your lower back into the ground. So lots happening there. Hands can be alongside of your body, at your chest, or at your ears, depending on the load that you like to lift. So you have a minute, focusing again on that accordion. Hand resting in the hands, elbows out wide, chin gently nodded to the chest. Let's begin. 3, 2, 1, and down. And lower. Good. So again, remember your options. Hands can come to the chest. Hands can come beside your legs. So it just changes the biomechanics of the movement ever so slightly, but the entire time your lower back needs to be pressed into the ground. Squeezing 3 and lower. Elbows out wide. Hands not pulling on the head, simply supporting the weight of the head. If you feel fatigue in your neck, in your traps, I want you to rest back to the ground. Start up when you're ready. Strong exhalation. Empty out the air from the lungs as we're squeezing that abdominal muscle. 3, 2, 1, and down. Good job. Keep it up, keep it up. Almost there again. Fingers at the ears. And rest. Stretch out those arms and legs. Nice job. So the next movement pattern, increasing the range of motion. So the arms and legs are extended. Level 1, you're just going to bend the knee, and the arms can kind of sweep as you do this. It makes it a little bit easier. Level 2, again from this position, arms overhead. You lift the arms up, and again the knee is bent. Arms are coming overhead, which again challenges you by lengthening the lever. Level 3, from this position, all the way up, all the way down. All the way up, all the way down. So we have a minute. Your option. Ready, set, and begin. Exhale up, inhale down. And once again, we're not flopping down. We're controlling the descent. Lift and lower. Nice work. Coming across slightly towards that opposite side so you can include a little bit of those obliques. Exhale and inhale. Using muscle, not momentum. Don't work the back. Keep the back pressing into the mat. Roll down, roll up. Awesome job. Keep working, team. We're almost there. Exhale and inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2 more. 1 left. Awesome. And finishing off on hands and knees. We're going to go into the bird dog. So training the core, as we've learned, is about the front, the back, and the sides. So on hands and knees, you're going to extend the opposing arm and leg out straight, and then come back in. So this requires all the muscles that stabilize the spine, both on the back and the front, to be working so our spine stays as neutral as possible. Let's begin by checking the alignment of our wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Fingers are spread wide apart, knees right under the hips. Stabilize the core, and let's begin. Extending out the arm and leg, and coming back in. Exhale as you reach. Inhale as you return. So we want the chest and hips to remain parallel to the floor. No rotation through the spine. That's where the stability and the work of the core comes in. Reaching out and coming back in. Nice work. Make sure we're using our breath. That strong exhalation increases your interthoracic pressure, so it helps as well to stabilize your spine and your pelvis. Long reach through the fingers, squeezing into the abdominals and the glutes. Nice job. Making sure that we don't rush the movement pattern. Keeping balance between right and left side of our body. Same range of motion, same control. 5 more. And reach. That's it. Again, taking your time. Couple more and we're done. One last set. And let's sit back into the heels, into child's pose. Reach the arms out in front of you. And let's just stretch into the lats. So the big muscles that run underneath the arms, sitting back into the heels. And then I want you to push the hips over to the right, walk the hands over to the left, and look underneath the armpit if you can, just to the floor. Stretching deep into the hip joint, into the lower back, into your obliques, and then walk the hands over the opposite direction, pressing your hips away. Holding and breathing here again. And then coming back to the middle, let's come back up onto hands and knees. And scoop in the chin and the belly towards each other. Push away from the floor, rounding the spine, really tucking the pelvis under so you can feel the opening, the lengthening of the lower back muscles. Pushing away from the ground, breathing as we hold this. And take a deep breath in and reverse this. Lift the chin, tilt the pelvis. So feeling nice lengthening through the anterior muscles now. And then return to neutral. Tuck your toes under. Let's lift up and push back into downward dog. You can rearrange those feet. Just pedal them ever so gently towards the mat. And when you're comfortable, press back into both heels. Chin to the chest. Eyes to the belly. Pressing back carefully to the heels as we lift the sit bones. Now take a deep breath in. As we exhale, bring one leg forward. And lower the back knee down. So level one, just come up onto your thigh, weight above the knee, not on the knee joint. Level two, bring the arms up. Level three, the hands can come together and a little bit more extension to the spine. So we're trying to focus on lengthening through the hip flexors. So we use them quite a bit today with our squats, with our lunges, lifting and breathing. Now inhale here. As we exhale, hands come down. Let's push up and back into downward dog one more time. Again, pedal the feet if you need to. Press back into both heels, chin to the chest. Sit bones lifted. And then again, looking to your hands, we're going to come forward with the opposite leg. Lower the back knee down. Lift the chest. Staying here if you're comfortable. Just pressing the hip forward. Level two, raise the arms up. Level three, hands together, a little bit more extension. So whatever feels comfortable. So flexibility, no different than anything else. It's progression. Inhale here, exhale, hands come down. Let's step the back foot in to the front foot. Slowly roll yourself up, stacking those vertebrae one on top of each other, keeping the chin to your chest as long as you can. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Again, a deep breath in. Holding the hands at the top, clasp the fingers, push the palms up. Lower the center of gravity, and let's bend over to the right side, looking up under the armpit towards the ceiling, breathing into the lateral part of our torso, into our hips, and then come up and to the other side. Again, looking up, if that feels good. If not, straight ahead. Now come back up. Bring the arms in front of you. So scoop in the belly, round the back, pull the shoulder blades apart. So now you can let go of that tennis ball and really focus on opening the upper back. And then reverse this. Bring the hands behind you, soften the knees again, raise the arms, and stretch through the chest, the shoulder, and the biceps. So we hit every muscle today. And roll it around. Let's take a deep breath up. And exhale out. And one more time. And back out. And give yourselves a hand. Super job today. Now tomorrow's class is our fitness free-for-all. So what I would like to do, but I just don't know how many of you have these things at home, but I want to do like a pound class. So you could use pool noodles, if you had the cheer sticks, which is what I'm going to use, cheer sticks, anything at home that's kind of straight that you can kind of use to hit one enough. If you had drumsticks, you could use drumsticks. But I'm going to try to do a modified pound class, which I call our Lancer Loud class. So it's cardio based, it's just kind of fun, and it's going to get you moving and challenging your mind and your muscles. So have yourselves a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe.